Hello, and welcome back to Positively Empowered, a 52-week journey of affirmation. I am your hostess, Miss Faith, aka Faith Delicious. I am so blessed and honored to have you join me on this beautiful, beautiful Sunday as we get into this week's affirmation. Now, hopefully, you have been practicing all of the previous affirmations and have started to see them come to fruition. If not, keep at it. You got this. It will happen. You do have to believe. Now, I do want to do something a little different this week. We're going to go and dig into our vault and see what affirmation I'm going to recreate. I don't know which one it is, so when I pick it, it will be live, and then we'll talk a little bit about that one. Hopefully it's a goodie. But first, let's get into a comfortable position so we can get our deep breaths in and be relaxed and receptive to the message that I have for us today. So now that you're in a comfortable position, let's begin. Deep breath in, hold, exhale, deep breath in, hold, exhale, deep breath in, hold, exhale, great. I feel relaxed, I'm excited and ready. Let me grab the stack. Okay. So I have our stack right here. Still excited. I don't know what we're gonna get. So I'm just gonna sit here and shuffle it and then we're gonna see which one it is. And whichever one it is, when we count 2, 3, that is the one that I will take. Okay? So close my eyes here so nobody thinks I'm doing anything. I'm just gonna mix them all up. I can't see. I don't know. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ah, this is a good one. Here it is. I choose peace and tranquility over stress and worry. Oh, that's a good one. An oldie but goodie. Put those back. And we're going to go ahead and say this one 3 times. Here we go. I choose peace and tranquility over stress and worry. I choose peace and tranquility over stress and worry. I choose peace and tranquility over stress and worry. Man, I think a lot of us are at that point where we will choose peace time and time again over being stressed and over worrying. We want to take, the easier route, right? Just why does life have to be so complicated? I just want a life where it's peaceful, things are tranquil, things are, just moving along, right? Well, we would all like that. And of course, if life was like that, it might be also a little bit boring too. I said that just to say we go through the things that we go through in order to be able to handle situations when they arise so that we can live a life that is peaceful and more tranquil. Knowing that you have gone through some things that have caused you heartache and pain, you now know that you can avoid those things, and avoiding those things will help you to live a more peaceful and tranquil life as opposed to getting involved in it and causing you the stressing and the headaches and the worrying and the pain of having to deal with that situation. So going through life, you then learn, right? You learn what things you're willing to deal with, what things you're not willing to deal with, how I can bring about this peace and tranquility that I'm looking to have in my everyday life, those different habits that I can create, the different routines that I can set aside for myself to bring those things to fruition. So I think that, choosing peace is always a great option. Choosing tranquility is always needed. And when you have learned that chaos doesn't work for you, when you have learned that putting, your trust in a person that has every interest but your own, putting things in their hand, you need to learn to come out of that. And going through life's challenges is what kind of helps us to be shaped to know, I can't deal with that situation. I cannot deal with that stress. I cannot deal with that headache. So in order to create this peace and tranquility in my life, I can no longer be around these types of people or do these types of things because I know the stress and worry that those things bring. And in order to elevate my life into a more peaceful and tranquil environment, I have to let go of some things and usher in a new mode of thinking. So, my challenge for you this week is to choose peace and tranquility over stress and worry. See what things are causing undue stress and worry in your life and how you can go about changing them to bring a much more peaceful and tranquil environment. So with that said, just remember that you received it, you achieved it. I'm sorry, that wasn't even right. Let's do that again. You received it, you received it, you believed it, you achieved it, and it's done. And I will see you next week. Bye.